I don't know why I went offline. Is anyone there? Can anyone tell me when I went offline? I don't know when I went offline. This sucks. I've been talking to myself here. I didn't know I went offline. What the hell? Am I still online? Hello? Hello, Cable 2. Okay. I don't think anyone heard me, so I'm gonna read chapter 1 of the Tao Te Ching here. Let's hope I don't disconnect. There's also going to be a paraphrase or some commentary with most of these. The way that can be told of is not an unvarying way. Hello? Am I back online? Why do I keep losing connection? I'm online. Hello? Yeah, cutting in and out. What path should I take through this dark forest? Okay. I'm gonna walk in the direction where I think the signal's probably gonna be better, but who knows? Okay, chapter 1. The way that can be told of is not an unvarying way. The names that can be named are not unvarying names. It was from the nameless that heaven and earth sprang. I can't see it that way. The named is but the mother that rears the 10,000 creatures, each after its kind. Truly, only he that rids himself forever of desire can see the secret essences. He that has never rid himself of desire can see only the outcomes. These two things issued from the same mold, but nevertheless are different in name. This same mold we can but call the mystery, or rather the darker than any mystery, the doorway whence issued all secret essences. Okay, and here's the paraphrase. The realists demand a changdao, an unvarying way of government, in which every act inimical and every act beneficial to the state is codified and mated to its appropriate punishment or reward. The Taoist replies that though there does exist a Chang Dao, an unvarying way, it cannot be grasped by the ordinary senses, nor described in words. In dispassionate vision, the Taoist sees a world consisting of the things for which language has no names. Provisionally, we may call them miao, secret essences. The realist, his vision distorted by desire, sees only the ultimate results, the outcomes of those essences, never the essences themselves. The whole doctrine of realism was founded on the conviction that just as things which issue from the same mold are mechanically identical, cannot help being as they are. So, by complete codification, a series of molds, fa, can be constructed, which will mechanically decide what name, and consequently what reward or punishment should be assigned to any given deed. But the two modalities of the universe, the world as the Taoist sees it in vision, and the world of everyday life, contradict the basic assumption of the realist. For they issue from the same mold, proceed from a sameness, and nevertheless are different as regards name. Strictly speaking, the world as seen in vision has no name. We can call it, as above, the sameness or the mystery. These names, however, are merely stopgaps, for what we are trying to express is darker than any mystery. For what we are trying to express is darker than any mystery. Did you get that part? There we go. Okay. Chapter 2. It is because everyone under heaven recognizes beauty as beauty that the idea of ugliness exists. And equally, if everyone recognized virtue as virtue, this would merely create fresh conceptions of wickedness. For truly, being and not being grow out of one another. Difficult and easy complete one another. Long and short test one another. high and low determine one another. Pitch and mode give harmony to one another. Front and back give sequence to one another. Therefore, the sage relies on actionless activity, carries on wordless teaching. But the myriad creatures are worked upon by him. He does not disown them. He rears them, but does He rears them, but does not lay claim to them, controls them, but does not lean upon them, achieves his aim, but does not call attention to what he does. And for the very reason that he does not call attention to what he does, he is not ejected from fruition of what he has done. Paraphrase. The realists say that virtue, i.e., what the state Okay, the realists say that virtue Can I start now, or is it going to disconnect again? The realists say that virtue, i.e., what the state desires, must, by complete codification, be made as easily recognizable as beauty. When people see Xi Shi, the legendary paragon of beauty, they know at once that she is the most beautiful of women. But when they see good men, i.e., those who are strong-limbed but docile, see Shangzi, they mistake them for boors. This can only be avoided if the state clearly labels the good as good. But, says the Taoist, by admitting the conception of goodness, you are simultaneously creating a conception of badness. Nothing can be good. Nothing can be good except in relation to something that is bad, just as nothing can be in front except in relation to something that is behind. Therefore the sage avoids Therefore the sage avoids all positive action, working only through the power of Tao, which alone cuts without wounding, transcending all antinomies. The type of the sage who in true Taoist manner disappeared after his victory is Fan Li. What happened to my... It says I'm live, but it won't let me... Am I live? Can someone confirm that I'm live? Hello? It's different now. Okay. I don't have the button to like end it anymore, which is weird. Okay. Fan Li, who although offered half the kingdom if he would return in triumph with the victorious armies of Yue, stepped into a light boat and was heard of no more. Okay. Chapter 3. If we stop looking for persons of superior morality, xian, to put into power, there will be no more jealousies among the people. If we cease to set store by products that are hard to get, there will be no more thieves. If the people never see such things as excite desire, their hearts will remain placid and undisturbed. Therefore, the sage rules by emptying their hearts and filling their bellies, weakening their intelligence, footnote, particularly in the sense of having ideas of one's own, and toughening their sinews, ever striving to make the people knowledgeless and desireless. Indeed, he sees to it that if there be any who have knowledge, they dare not interfere. Yet through his actionless activity, all things are duly regulated. Commentary. This chapter is a bait for realists. The author shows that, like them, he is against the raising of xian, is against knowledge, trade, luxury, etc. But he slips in wuyu, desireless, and wuwei, non-activity, i.e. rule through the virtue, power, acquired in trance. Chapter 4. The way is like an empty vessel that yet may be drawn from without ever needing to be filled.